Lucy and her best friend were craving something different, something thrilling. So, they headed out to a remote desert area to take on the challenge of an abandoned steel tower that soared 1,500 meters into the sky. With every few steps they climbed, the cables stabilizing the tower swayed ever so slightly. The higher they went, the more intense the tower's vibrations became, shaking like it could collapse at any moment. Neither of them noticed that some of the bolts were already starting to loosen. When they finally reached the top of the tripod structure and looked down, Lucy froze in fear, completely paralyzed. Her friend called out from above, yelling at her not to look down. Terrified, Lucy kept climbing, cautiously, but one accidental glance below made her stop in her tracks again, heart pounding. Gripping the rope tightly, Lucy eventually pulled herself up. The two of them stood on the tiny platform, overwhelmed with joy at making it to the top, and pulled out their phones to capture the moment. But what they didn't realize was that the real nightmare was only just beginning. They launched a drone to film the surroundings, and then Lucy's friend did something wild. She grabbed the edge of the platform with both hands and dangled in midair to get the shot. When she climbed back up, she encouraged Lucy to try the same crazy stunt. Seeing how pumped her friend was, Lucy reluctantly agreed. They held hands, with Lucy's friend doing most of the heavy lifting, one hand holding Lucy, the other still filming with her phone. Once Lucy was pulled back up, the two of them, laughing and exhilarated, recorded the moment like they'd just conquered the world. They clipped themselves back into the safety ropes and got ready to climb down. Lucy went first while her friend held the rope. But just as Lucy's foot touched the ladder, disaster struck. The bolts on the ladder began to shake loose and fall away. The ladder beneath her collapsed like a stack of toy blocks. Lucy fell, but her friend instinctively yanked the rope and caught her just in time. The rope, wrapped around the tower's column, absorbed some of the force as she slowly pulled Lucy back up to safety. Shaken but alive, they both screamed out in a mix of relief and adrenaline. One of them even joked it was a shame they didn't get it all on camera. As they prepared to make another attempt to descend, they suddenly realized something horrifying. The bare steel column they were clinging to had no more footholds, not a single support point. Panic started to set in. They checked their phones, only to find there was no signal at that altitude. Desperate to get a message out, Lucy took off her shoes and stuffed her phone inside along with her socks. To cushion the fall, her friend yanked off her bra and packed it around the phone and the shoe. They tied the laces tight and leaned out from the tower. Then they dropped it. The shoe plummeted from 1,500 meters straight toward the ground. Now completely stranded, a full day had already passed. Their only hope was that the phone would survive the fall and successfully send out their SOS. But as night fell, there was still no sign of a rescue team.